Los Angeles Lakers are trading Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, in a 2031 unprotected first-round pick and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for center Mark Williams. First impressions of the trade, I am extremely happy. Soon as that Luka trade went down, I immediately wanted it to be Dalton Knecht being traded instead of Max Christie, just because his defense alone, it just has not been there. Especially now that we have Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, we need defenders. And obviously we needed a big now that we got rid of Anthony Davis. Not only, in my opinion, did we get the most underrated big man in the entire NBA. He is only 23 years old. Dalton Knecht is 23 years old. He is the same exact age as Dalton Knecht. We basically just got Mark Williams in the draft. The Lakers basically drafted Mark Williams with the, 17th pick? I don't even remember. We got our center. And it is not some old center like Jonas Valanciunas, no offense. It is somebody that we're going to be building for or building with when the future comes post LeBron. We're getting the ages matched up. Luka's 25, Mark Williams 23. I love what we're doing. Now let's talk about the unprotected first round pick, Knecht and Cam leaving, and also a little bit about Mark Williams. You like this trade? Don't know much about Mark Williams, but looking at his games played since he got in the league is kind of concerning. That is 100% been the issue with Mark Williams, is he has not been healthy to start his NBA career. That's why I say he's the most underrated center in the league, because number one, nobody watches the Hornets. So when he's playing, nobody's watching him. And number two, he hasn't played a lot, so not a lot of people know about him. Recently, the Charlotte Hornets traded away Nick Richards as soon as Mark Williams came back, because that's how good he is. The potential Mark Williams has is off the charts. These are 4 different games from this year: 31, 13, 12, and 20, 38, and 9, 24, and 16. He averages 77% from the field because he's a very efficient player. He's a great rebounder. He could protect the rim. He's 7'2", probably one of the strongest centers in the entire NBA. And the fact that he's 23 is beautiful, because it's somebody that we're using as a building block for the future. The problem with Mark Williams is that he has played 3 seasons in the league and only 84 games. He has not played a lot. If Mark Williams could stay healthy and stay out of foul control or foul issues and keep himself on the floor, Luka Doncic is going to unlock him and even develop him even further. He had LaMelo Ball. He knows how to run a pick and roll. He knows exactly the timing of everything. And the fact that he just went from LaMelo to Luka is an upgrade for him alone. I am extremely happy. Dalton Knecht will be missed, though. I'm not gonna lie. But recently, after all that hype kind of died down a little bit, he was struggling. Not only from shooting threes, but his defense was making himself a liability on the court. And now that we got Luka, we can't have too many defenders that are like that. So Dalton Knecht for Mark Williams, the Lakers just get a huge value in that. Now, my one concern, or two concerns, is number one, the 2031 unprotected first round pick, and then the 2030 pick swap. But that isn't really a big concern, because I believe the Lakers are going to be really good now because we have Luka. Like, it's not like we're going to be one of the worst teams in the league unless somebody goes down with an injury. And that brings me to the second concern, is injury issues with Mark Williams. He's got to stay healthy, because I have been a big Mark Williams fan the last 2 years, because I like to watch the Hornets. And he just doesn't play a lot, but when he plays, he's so good. He's so dominant. He's huge. And he's a great rebounder. He's a great screen setter. He's a great roller. He's a great lob threat. He's a really just underrated center. And the fact that he's only 23 years old, has only played 3 years in the NBA, is amazing. It's great value for the first round pick basically we had this year, and then a future one. And our future, we're not worried about no more. I love how we're being aggressive on the market, and now that we got Luka, it's like we're not worried about our future, because we are starting to build for our future, and we are still contenders now. Because if Mark Williams can stay healthy, I know these guys don't have that much chemistry. I don't think this team is far off from a championship roster. And you guys know I have been very hard on the Lakers when it comes to that. I don't think the Lakers have had a contending team in the last 5 years since the bubble. Maybe 4, because 2021 I did believe we did. But the roster with LeBron and AD just hasn't been there in my mind. And this year, I thought it was just a year where it's just going to be entertainment, and I wasn't expecting much. But man, this season has been crazy. I went into this season afraid of our future, and we come out with Luka and Mark Williams. It's incredible. I still don't even think we're done. And it might not just be, I think that we're going to be buyers on the buyout market because we are also under the second apron, which is something that we worked towards at the very beginning of the year. And that just goes to show that Rob Pelinka is just been amazing this year. And Lakers fans have been so hard on him, and he's just done his job to, the best of his ability and beyond. Like, this just, I can't believe it. Now I understand why people would always be like, Lakers fans got it easy. I see why, man. We're just going from superstar to superstar. And then we just get young talent to pair with it. This really, I know this is going to sound crazy, but this really feels like when the Lakers first got Shaq and Kobe. Both young at the start of their careers. It's a little bit flipped, in terms of which position they were, because Luka is more of like the Shaq and then Mark Williams is more of the Kobe. And listen, I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying it's like that. This feels like a turning moment for the Lakers. Like, this is the start of something. And I haven't felt that in so long. It's just felt like this is the end of something. That's what it's felt like with LeBron and AD. Now, I don't think the Lakers will win the championship this year. I trust in JJ. I trust, in this team. But I think that, number one, the chemistry issues with LeBron and Luka, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of them. And I'm not even joking. That's a real fear. I don't know how they're going to fit together. And in my opinion, if you ask me as an unbiased fan, if I wasn't a Lakers fan, I would say it's not going to work, the Luka and LeBron thing. But, you can never count out LeBron. So, he might find a way to make it work. Who knows? But I don't even care if we don't win this year. We just got two players under 25 years old who are the two bread and butter you need in the modern NBA, and that's a point guard and a center. It's crazy, man. Like, if you told me we traded Anthony Davis for Mark Williams and like 3 first-round picks, 2 first-round picks, I wouldn't even be mad. But the fact that we traded Dalton Knecht and got Luka, it's just a great value. Like, I honestly would trade Anthony Davis for Mark Williams if I got like a whole bunch of draft picks back, because that's building something for the future. Man, I just pray that Marcus stay healthy, man. And for the people thinking that the Lakers made a mistake trading Dalton Knecht, you probably haven't watched Dalton Knecht recently, because he had that big hype run where it's like, damn, the Lakers got a rookie. He has been bad recently. Like, there's a reason he's not in the leaderboards a rookie of the year no more, not even top 3. He's just not been that good. And you could tell he's still a rookie, and at the same time, he's 23 years old already as a rookie. So I'm glad he's going to a team that's going to have patience to develop him, because I believe when he's put in the right scenario, I think he needs to be on the ball more, and maybe playing for a more free style like what the Hornets do is good for him. But I just don't think he was going to fit with this Lakers team. So I am really happy that we traded for Mark Williams, and I'm not even mad at Dalton Knecht. Now, Cam Reddish, come on, bro. He hasn't even played for the Lakers in like a month, bro. Bronny plays more than him. So I ain't worried about Cam Reddish. Now, we do not have any defenders outside of Gabe Vincent that are under 6'4". So I think that's the one area that the Lakers still need to fill. I'm not gonna lie though, guys. I'm so ready for this Luka era. Like, I'm so happy. I'm ready to build around Luka. I'm ready to be young. I'm ready to put shooters around him. And, LeBron is just here. I really would love to see LeBron just more of a spot-up type of guy now. And that's crazy. I just would rather have Luka at the head of my team. And I know he hasn't played in a while. He might be rusty. He might be out of shape. But I just don't even care. Like, if we don't even play good this year, as long as we stay healthy, it's a W in my mind. Like, we really started building towards the future. It was my biggest fear going into the season. We now have one of the most innovative modern coaches in the league in JJ Redick, in my opinion. And we combine that with a Luka Doncic, who's the most unguardable player offensively in the league outside of Jokic and now SGA and Giannis. But on top of that, we're pairing him with a young center who, in my opinion, is the most underrated center in the league. And I don't say that lightly. I've been big on Mark Williams, and I even said the Hornets were going to make the play-in this year because they had Mark Williams, Beck, and LaMelo Ball together. And unfortunately, he still has only played like 20-something games this year. Now, in those 20-something games, he's averaging 16 and 10 on 60% shooting. Lakers fans, if you're worried about this move because you've seen Knecht get moved, don't worry. Knecht was not what we think he's going to be. You know, it was cool for a little bit. He's a microwave type of player. He's not going to be the consistent player that we want, in my opinion, playing alongside LeBron. Now, I was kind of excited to see how Dalton can play alongside Luka, but you know what? I don't even care that dream is gone, man. I'm extremely happy, and that is my opinion. I want you guys to let me know how you guys are feeling down below in the comments unbiasedly, because I know a lot of people are probably mad at the Lakers because it seems like we're getting better. But Mark Williams is going to the Lakers for a future first-round pick and Dalton Knecht, basically. That's a W in my book, man. I'm happy. This is ZTAY. Peace.